Why do 80% of wood finishes look absolutely stunning at first, but then seem to lose their magic just a month later? It's a question that frustrates both beginners and seasoned woodworkers alike. You put in the effort, follow the instructions, and admire your work, only to be disappointed weeks down the line. Here's the thing. It's not always about the product you use. The real story unfolds after you walk away and leave that project to face the real world: humidity, sunlight, daily use, and time itself. Here's what most folks miss. Most wood finishes look flawless on day one. The surface gleams, the grain pops, and you feel like you've nailed it. It's easy to think the job is done. Smooth, glossy, no streaks. Job done, right? Not so fast. That first impression can be deceiving, and it's what happens next that really matters. I decided to put the most popular finishing method to the test. I followed every step you see online: the same prep, the same product, the same application technique. On day one, the results were picture perfect. The wood looked like it belonged in a showroom, but by day 7, I started noticing subtle changes. The shine began to fade, not dramatically, but just enough to catch my eye and make me question what was happening beneath the surface. By day 15, those tiny imperfections started to show up. Under strong lighting, the finish wasn't as smooth as before. Small bumps, dull spots, and a slight roughness had crept in. It wasn't a disaster, but it was clear the finish was changing, and this is exactly where most tutorials hit stop. They show you the immediate results, but rarely talk about what happens after a few weeks of real-life use. But after 30 days, the finish didn't peel or crack, which is what most people worry about. Instead, it failed in a much sneakier way, one that's easy to miss if you're only looking at the surface. It lost its moisture protection. Water that should have beat it up started soaking in. Areas that looked perfectly sealed were actually vulnerable, and the wood was no longer protected from spills or humidity. That's when I realized most people judge a finish by how it looks, not by how it performs over time. A glossy surface doesn't always mean a durable one. The real test is how well it stands up to daily life. So, I ran the test again, but this time I made one crucial change. I focused on better surface preparation and, most importantly, I let the finish cure for the full recommended time. No shortcuts, no rushing. The result? Same finish, but a completely different story. 30 days later, the wood still looked great. And, more importantly, it was still protected. No dulling, no roughness, and water just rolled right off. Bottom line, the best finish isn't always the shiniest or the one that dries the fastest. Sometimes, a less glossy finish is actually tougher and more reliable in the long run. If you want your projects to stand the test of time, respect the process. Be patient, prep your surface well, and let your finish cure completely. That's the real secret to a wood finish that lasts, not just for weeks, but for years to come.